Hey everybody, welcome to this Valentine edition of Bobby Flay Everyday. This is the website where we cook a Bobby Flay grill recipe every day, and then we taste it, we see how much we like it, and we blog about it. You can see the blog on bobbyflayeveryday.blogspot.com. So Bobby Flay Everyday is one word, .blogspot.com. Well, it's a little chilly tonight. The temperature is probably around freezing. It's not anywhere near as cold as the record Bobby Flay grill night, which I grilled in 9 degrees above zero, and that was, I guess, last month sometime. But tonight is Valentine's edition. You probably hear some of the love songs that Dorothy made the playlist on, wafting through the courtyard. And so we'll get started tonight. Special night, of course. We're gonna have 3 different Bobby Flay recipes. First, from Bobby Flay's Boy Gets Grill is the ribeye steak menu that we'll be using tonight. From Grill It, we're going to be using a Cabernet shallot reduction sauce to go on the steaks. And from Bobby Flay's Mesa Grill cookbook, straight from New York City, is twice baked potatoes. So that means our menu tonight, complete with Valentine's, is the ribeye, the Cabernet shallot, the twice baked potatoes. So we're going to have to get the reduction sauce on the Chardonnay shallots going first. So if you come on over to the grill, first thing we'll do is, you know, it's the middle of the winter, so it gets dark pretty early. I'm going to turn on the grill light that we have to make sure we see everything. Got a good steaming going on there. I'm going to first start off with putting a little olive oil in. This should gather up. There we go. Get a good group going. Stir that up some. And then we're going to bring in shallots. Now, shallots are like onions, but they're not quite as powerful. And in a dish like this, you don't want it to be overpowering. So, shallots go in next. Alright. See how they're sauteing in there? Perfect. We want them good and get that flavor going. Alright. Now, it's also a Cabernet shallot reduction sauce. So I brought a little Cabernet tonight. What we're going to first do is we're going to pour a glass, because one of Bobby Flay's rules, it's almost like a commandment, is that you can't cook with wine that you wouldn't drink. In other words, you can't use any kind of like cooking wine or something like that that would be less than something you'd actually drink. So that's why we're using this wine. See how we go? Oh yeah, very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this to the sauteing mixture. You can see they're nice and grilled up now. There we go. That's what you want to see, that big grill going. Now we get stirred in. A little more. Alright. Going to add some kosher salt. Right. Ground pepper. Now the whole idea of a reduction sauce is that the volume reduces as it starts to boil off. I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit since we're already at a simmer. Mix it up a bit. Alright, we're going to let that start to boil down, start to become a lot thicker, a lot more jammier. Be great for the steaks a little bit. So we'll check on this in just a minute. Okay, let's check on the reduction sauce now. Let's open it up, see how it's doing. Oh yeah, check this out. It's doing very well. It's boiling down. Not gonna burn, but just boil right down. In fact, let's put a little bit more wine in there. There we go. All right. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to move this over to the side, keep it going, and it's time for the ribeyes. So just take a look at this ribeye right here. Look at that thick cut. That's what you want, a really big thick cut. Okay, and I've got it seasoned with canola oil, salt and pepper on the top here, ready to go. So let's put that on there. Here's the second one. All right. When you got good ribeye steak like that, it's really high quality, that's why you got to have the best wine too. Because if you don't have wine good enough to drink, putting on a steak like this would be sort of like buying a plasma TV and only watching black and white TV shows on it. You got to have the best stuff with the best stuff. So I'll mix that up a little bit. Remember, we also said we were going to have twice baked potatoes. So check this out. I've already baked it once. Now we're going to put it up here on the top of the grate. Put a few more in here. Let that cheese melt in there, and we'll let those bake up the rest of the way as we cook. Okay, so we're in great shape now. We got everything going. We got the heat up on the reduction sauce. Steaks are sizzling, and all the potatoes are grilling. So we're in great shape. We'll check right back with it. Okay, welcome back. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but meatloaf is on. Now, we're cooking something a lot better than meatloaf tonight. Let's take a look and see what we're looking here with this prime rib. These rib eyes. I kind of cheated a little bit, and I put a little bit of the wine reduction sauce right on the steaks when they were grilling. Now, watch what we're going to do now. I'm going to take this little small pan. Look, I put a little butter in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. A little butter in there. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the reduction sauce. I'm going to pour it right in there on the butter. Alright. I didn't pour it all out though. I don't want it all out. Because watch this. Here's the trick. I'm going to take these rib eyes. I'm going to stick them right in the pan. Turn up the heat so we can get a good sear. There we go. Now we've got that shallot Cabernet reduction sauce being seared right into the meat. This is going to be excellent. You can see also that our twice baked potatoes have got a good melt going. How I did this, I baked the potatoes first, cut off the tops, then I scooped out all the potato, put it in another pan, mixed it up with some butter, some milk, some sour cream, some chives, and cooked it a little baked a little bit longer, so it's almost like mashed potatoes. Then I refilled them and put cheese slices in there with it. So we should have a really delectable side dish to go with the steaks. And you can see that they're really going now. Okay, I'm going to flip these over once, get that sear going. Now, when you grill steak, there's sort of a rule of thumb, and that is while they're on the grates, while they're on the fire, you can only turn them one time. Now, I know you just saw me turn them a second time, but I'm trying to get that sear, that sauce going inside the steaks. Ordinarily, we wouldn't do it but one time. In the meantime, I got my reduction sauce here. Get that butter melted all in it. In fact, what I'll do is I'll stick that on the grill for just a second. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take a baked potato and I'll stick it over here on the plate. I'll take one of the ribeyes, stick it out of the on the plate myself. Now we need the reduction sauce that comes out of the alright, now check that out. Candlelight will be all set. There we go. That's how you do ribeyes and twice baked potatoes with the Cabernet reduction shallot sauce. Okay, let's go eat.